So I'm gonna share the screen now, and I'm going to touch bases on that. So is sharing your life as a Beachbody coach. I name it simple because there's nothing else, you know, that we got to talk about. So how do you share your life? But how do you share your life? You know, like I said, being purpose, having that purpose of triggering those people, because it's not about, oh, you know, I work out, I'm very consistent, we have these coach sneak peeks or whatever, and yeah, Beachbody is so cool, and we share about events, blah, 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 but you have to be able to speak to people in your posts, okay? So a great example to start off is Rosa. Rosa just shared this yesterday, and I actually love your post, Rosa, because even though you are a new coach, you are understanding the meaning behind why it's so important to speak to your public, right? You are posting with purpose, and you are not afraid of.
She's a rock star.
I'm sorry?
She's a rock star. I say it all the
time. You know, you are posting with no fear, and I see it. Like, I can see right through you. Being transparent is something that a lot of people struggle with, because we are in a world that is so fake and so about, you know, trying to please the world except for your own happiness, that when I see this, makes me happy. So when I saw that yesterday, I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And you meant it. I mean, this is completely perfect. How the extra income is helping her with added unexpected expenses, right? This is something that was not in the budget, because you did not know that your son needed the braces right now. Am I correct or not? So the message behind that is, that's what I understood from your post. So I love that you said that, you know, that thank God you don't have to either take a loan or go above and beyond, because you're getting that extra income. You've being very, very transparent about that. So what's that gonna do? It's gonna trigger people and say, oh my God, this girl just started the other day and now she's able to afford this. That's what I'm gonna get from that post as an audience. Okay, so this is a beginner. Remember when we talked about that you should share about the opportunity and things like that in different ways? You don't need to tell people that you earn 60, 70, over 100 grand in order to make people believe that this business is working. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say, this is a perfect post for a beginner. You're making that extra income, and that extra income is opening doors that you didn't even know before you tried it. So that is the perfect example of a beginner who's actually earning that extra income and wants to put it out there. This is perfect. And it's not salesy. It's not come and join me, like, I'm in your face. No, it's somebody who decided to try this and wanted to take things to the next level by taking a leap of faith, and now is able to do more with her life because she's getting more freedom out of the fact that she's earning that extra income. Second example is Elisa. Elisa, you know how strong she is about her brand. And her brand is that she's a single mom. So her post here talks about the fact when her daughter went back to school, and, you know, the fact that she was not able to pay for childcare or go crazy this time around because she was able to be home with her daughter. So how being a full-time Beachbody coach has helped her life by being present in her daughter's life without worrying about extracurricular activities that do cost more money, and or childcare, because Adriana is still not an adult. So no matter what, either she needs to be in an after-school program or having somebody to take care of her, because she cannot be home by herself. Even though there's a whole bunch of crazy parents that do leave their kids at home, but you know that that's not the right thing to do.
She thinks she is, though. She thinks she's 25.
We all know that. So this is another post that is not throwing up at everybody. She's just a mom sharing how Beachbody has changed that aspect of her life. She's being direct, she's being precise, and she's speaking to those moms who really need that, who really struggle with childcare and things like that and have to pay extra money because they have nobody to leave them with. Those parents who struggle when their kids go on vacation, it's mainly on summertime, and they don't know what the hell to do with them. Because not that many people know about these programs in the summer, or have the luck to get into them, or have the money to pay for that. So this is a perfect example of that. It's not throwing up at people. It's very specific, okay? Another post is Audrey's. I actually didn't take the picture because it was a long post. But this is Audrey when she went to Miami for a date over a week ago, I think it was, or something like that. I love what she said here because it speaks to those people who struggle every day getting to work, having that crazy life. How many of us live that way in New York? The most people. Most people live this way. So she talks about feeling like a zombie, taking the Long Island Railroad for so many years in the rain, in the cold, looking for everyone else sleeping, walking through Penn Station early in the morning. She's talking about the commute, that you know, the struggle in the morning. So is the ability of creating a life by design that people think is not possible to achieve when you're working a 9-to-5, when you're not exposed to this kind of lifestyle, when you're not exposed to entrepreneurial people. So this has been a door that opened for her, and she took advantage of it, and look where she did. She no longer struggles about her income because she's making amazing income. And she also has the luxury now to just, if she wants to go away for a day, then she does. Ain't that an amazing thing? You know how many people dream about this and they see it so far away from them? Many. Most people dream about that. So she put that message out there, but she didn't put it bribing. She put it like, yo, this is my life. You know, this is somebody that started this just a few years ago is living life this way. Just because I decided to work my business, just because I decided to help people get better. That is a very powerful message. So, you know, this is another message. This is another way where you can put it out there, how you can live by design. Mainly for us who are staying at home, that should be something that we actually trigger, that we should be triggering at all times, because we are living life by design, because you are all working in your own terms. You don't follow nobody else's schedule but yours. That is living life by design. No matter if you make $20 or $100 or $1,000 or $100,000, nobody knows that. You can put it this big until it becomes that big, because you're going to continue to claim it until it becomes real. That's the beauty of social media. Angie is one of Denise's diamonds. And I like this because it shows the opportunity in a way that, look, she just took her living room desk and she made it into you know, her office. It gives people the opportunity to see that we don't actually need a huge workspace, that we don't need to show up somewhere, that we don't need to have a huge amount of investment to work this business and make it successful. She used this apartment, and this was a recommendation that I made her, and she actually took it into consideration. So she said to herself, I took, you know, she took the sacrifice of her dining room for her business. But why? Because her business is thriving, is growing. So she had that, you know, she said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to turn it into that. So you're giving people that idea. Oh my God, I don't even need to have a home office for this. I don't even need to invest huge to make this business work. That is something that, this is why I took that post, because I feel that, you know, it gives people that kind of sense. Not just, you know, you can just have your phone, a laptop, and a few things, and that's it. You're good to go, and you can build an empire. It's crazy, but it's real. And another one, which is, this is an advanced post, is from Bonnie Engel. She became a 15-star diamond in a year. She went from 2-star to 15-star in a year. So this is, if not, I think it's the fastest accomplishment, if I'm not mistaken, in a year as a coach. This girl is a wife. Her husband is in the Army. So she talks about the fact that she worked so hard for this to work, that finally her husband has actually submitted an application to actually have an early retirement due to the fact that they no longer struggle with money. They live in life more openly, with more freedom, even though he still has to show up because that's his, that was his call, that was his responsibility when he became this. He still can retire early from the responsibility. And that is a huge deal. And it's all thanks to Beachbody. So she's picturing the big picture of people who really have this kind of life where either they live apart. She's actually speaking to women who live this way. They have this long distance relationships with their husbands. And you are speaking truth. It's not just or women who have husbands who work 2 jobs and they never are around. You can actually put this message in so many ways. But at the end of the day, it's giving people that message of freedom. Again, freedom. We all speak freedom in our posts some way or another. But there are so many ways that we can break it down and not being able to throw up at people. Today, I actually posted something about my children. The fact, and I started they becoming a habit of the cuddling and things like that. And then boom, I started talking about how that used to be my concern before. The fact that I couldn't, that I was not going to have that much time because of my 9 to 5, it's something that I'm speaking truth because I am not lying about that. This is something that was one of the reasons why I took Beachbody as a consideration. And this is all coming from here. Nobody's creating, none of these posts are made, fakely made. None of these posts are based on things that are untrue. Each and one of you are living proof that every single thing that you posted is working for you. And that's why speaking to your public on a daily basis should be your main priority. You don't need to be no top coach. You don't need to be a successful coach to speak to people. People don't even know what a rank is until they become a coach. People don't even know what a star diamond, a diamond, or whatever it is until they start digging in the coaching opportunity. So you sitting around in this pile, you have all these people looking at you, and all you decide to post is about your workouts, the fact that you are being accountable, that you have a challenge group, this and that. But what about you and your dreams? What about you and putting your message out there in a much bigger picture? If you want to be big, you have to dream big, speak big, and show big. And it has nothing to do with your, how much money you have in the bank right now. It has to do with what you believe in yourself. This is why these people are advancing. This is why these people are being so successful, because they believed it from the beginning. They believed it. And when they believe in themselves and they believe in the system, they start speaking about it. They start acting like it. They talk like it. They walk like it. They breathe like it. They dream like it. They do everything like it. That's the magic of dreaming big. That is the magic of being bigger. People who are successful, they believe that they could be since day one when they started their business. It wasn't the bank account that reflected that. It was their belief system that made them understand that they needed to approach life that way and use their social media to speak that kind of truth. It had absolutely nothing to do with their rank, with their stability, nothing. It all started with their system, with the system of belief within themselves. And that is what I believe that a lot of you are not understanding. If you do not believe in yourself, you will continue to post poorly because you are now working on it. You are now working to become bigger. Let me stop sharing because those were the examples that I wanted to use. That is the thing that I want to really point at, because it's really like getting to the point where I just continue to see crickets in your posts, and it's because you're not speaking to nobody. And when you start triggering that audience, and you are like, if you make it your business to go into YouTube and look at these Beachbody coaches who are actually speaking to public, if every day you actually go and watch one video for whatever coach who has been successful at how to master their social media skills and how to speak to their public, believe me, you will be on a completely different level right now. But it all starts with a belief system. Do you believe that you can be that big? Are you claiming that kind of success in your life on a daily basis? Jeremiah, what happened?
My math, my math school
Okay, we talk later.
Subject.
All right.
Was good.
Okay. So yeah. So when you actually start talking like that, that's why I like Ashley's call. That girl, Ashley Salvatore. She's just a 1-star diamond. Right now she just qualified a new diamond and she's going to 2-star. But this girl speaks like she's fucking 15-star, and she's only been working the business for a year. Because it's like she said, if you do not start living through it, if you do not start doing personal development and having that posture about it, you ain't never gonna become it, ever. And your post will continue to be poor. Your post will continue to be basic, and you will continue to be that basic coach to the whole world, because that's what you believe within yourself. You are much bigger than a workout, Shakeology, and a challenge group. You have a lot of potential within yourself to share with the world. But how does the world know you? That kind of big dreamer. If you have big dreams, why don't you put them out there? Why don't you speak about them? Why don't you make your posts like very aggressive about them? What is the big fear about that? About dreaming big and about being bigger than life. Like, what's so bad about that? We're not telling you to smoke crack and put it out there. We're not telling you to prostitute yourself and share, we're not telling you any of that. We're telling you, if you are a big, if you want to accomplish big things, then you have to start acting like it. Posting like it, talking like it, having that posture about it. And surround yourself strictly by people that are the same way. There's many sacrifices that are required for you to be successful. And your posts start with that. So, I wanted more people to be in this call because honestly, it's needed. It's truly needed. I just see most of you are like photocopies. And that's because you are refusing to just be more. It's not about the post, it's about you. And if you are refusing to be more, then this is not the business for you. Because you will continue to hit a wall, hit another wall, hit another wall, get more crickets, get more crickets, get more crickets, and then get more frustrated, get disappointed, and then end up quitting. And blaming Beachbody for it. One thing I was actually listening to in the 10X rule today, he says, people who live life like victims always blame everything that's around in their lives. They are afraid to take opportunities and chances. They are afraid to, take that first step to achieve those dreams. They are always bumping into negative circumstances and situations. They are always upset because things never go their way. And they always blaming it on everything but themselves. That's what a victim does. If you live life that way, it's sad. It's truly sad. So that is the message that I wanted to put out there today. I wanted to make sure that you guys understood the message. If you have anything to say about what I share here, if you are actually getting more out of what I share, let me know, because that is the purpose behind. I made the post very, very basic and very specific for that specific reason, because I know that That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Self-belief system. It all starts there. None of you here are like anyone else. You are unique. So you have to start acting like you are, but with the self-belief system. Because when you don't have it, you will continue to post that motivational post. You will continue to post those recipes, those workouts, the Shakeology, the photos of the events, the challenge group posts, and still not speaking to the people that you need to speak to. Remember, it's not about the world. It's about the people that you need in your team at all times. I don't care if I get one like. If I am triggering specifically the people that I need, that's what matters to me. That's the seed that I'm planting. I don't care about the rest of the world. They can stay the way they are. I can care less about that. I care about the people that want more out of life and that are looking for a solution and have similarities. That's it. Who you are looking for. Next week, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to make it about the avatar again. And I'm going to give you guys the assignment. And I'm going to make it more specific. But if you don't do it, then don't complain because your business is not thriving, it's not growing, it's not anything. There's no way it can be. People don't need to look up to people who are basic. There's enough of those around. Enough. You are not basic. You are much more than that. Start believing it and claiming it and acting like it and doing every single thing in your life. Every single day when you wake up, you should say, I have to do another thing that's going to make me extraordinary, not ordinary, because God didn't create me for that. Go above and beyond if you want to be more. That was the call. If you guys want to say something, I'm here. Or forever hold your peace. Wow.
No, just thank you for talking about my post. And I didn't want to interrupt you, but I mean, I kind of knew the expense. I knew that he needed braces, but I didn't know the expense.
It was unexpected.
How much it was going to be. Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh, I took that as an opportunity.
You take a lot of opportunities. You are not afraid. When you are not afraid, it's like I can see it. I see it. And I just be like, look, this girl is freaking rockstar status because she's just there. She don't give a damn fuck. She just goes for it. That's what makes a coach amazing. That's what makes people be great because they just don't care. You should care about your expectations, not anybody else's. And that's what you're doing. And it's shit. Like I'm saying, as an audience, I'm seeing that through your posts. And that is great because I know it's going to bring you to a lot of big things.
Thank you.
I know. And I cannot wait until you leave that damn job, girl.
Oh, God. I was just talking to my husband about that.
Apaga la estufa. El horno no sale.
I'm like, Lord, I have to go back tomorrow. I called out sick for the first time in a year.
I saw that. I was like, oh my God.
I woke up with a major headache. And my son too, because that storm was ridiculous.
Oh my God. I was like, what the hell? Is the world going to end? They didn't announce this shit. Like
I felt like there was going to be a tornado.
It was bad. It was
really bad.
And I have a lot of trees around my house. So I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. Anyhow, so I hope, this works and helped in some kind of way. And we are here. We are here. And it's the very last days of the month. Let's crush it. We can do it. Have a great night, ladies. Let me stop.